Okay, first of all, let me show you some. You have these, I notice you have these little pictures. So the first picture you see over there, how many of you see a skull? Okay, now look at it again and see if you see a woman at a candle stand looking into a mirror. How many of you see that? Okay, what you'll notice is that you can't see both of them simultaneously. You know, you shift from one to the other, even though that shift may be rapid. You either see the woman at the candle stand or you see the skull. And then if you think of the woman in the candle stand, you see her. So it's a rapid shift. Now, actually, the brain pattern, when you see either picture, whether you see the skull or whether you see the woman in front of a candle stand, is exactly the same. In your brain, if I was mapping out your brain, I'd see the same electromagnetic pattern. So what makes the difference whether you see a skull or whether you see a woman is actually your interpretation. What the mind doesn't know, it doesn't see. Okay, we used to say in the old days, seeing is believing. It's not true. Okay? It's the other way around. Believing is seeing. When you believe a certain thing or you know a certain thing, then you see that certain thing. Okay, so look at the other picture. The other picture is that of a bird. How many of you see a bird? Okay, now look at it again and see if you see a rabbit. Okay, so is it a bird or is it a rabbit? Well, actually, it's nothing but a bunch of dots and spots. Okay, you know, the world is like that. The world is like a Rorschach chart. The world is a radically ambiguous, ceaselessly flowing quantum soup of random dots and spots, and we take that quantum soup and we create material reality in our consciousness. The world doesn't exist out there, it's created in our consciousness as a result of certain things that are happening in our brain. Look at the next picture and you'll see either an old woman or a young woman. How many of you see the old woman? And how many of you see the young woman? And how many of you can switch back and forth? Okay, I hope that you now recognize the fact that everything that we see as the world out there is actually manufactured inside us. Okay, without us, today scientists say that in the absence of a conscious observer, the universe remains unmanifested.